Hello and welcome to another fun-filled knife adventure. Hooray! Sorry about the noise there. I knocked over a knife case. So today we're going to be looking at an awesome knife. The TwoSun TS195 Integral, however you want to say it. It's kind of like potato and potato. Can be said either way. Either way is fine. This is one of my favorite knives from TwoSun. I own quite a few TwoSun knives. This is one of my favorite ones. They always tape up their knives well. Let me get into the packaging here. Alright, got into that one. Second bag. Let's get the knife out and look at it. Wow. Love it already. Set that stuff to the side, get the smock out of the way. And let's take a look at this beauty. Beautiful frag pattern, full titanium. It's like multiple ways of deployment. Flipper tab, front flipper, fuller. Nice pocket clip. I like the pivot on it. Let's get it open and check out that blade. Oh yeah. What a nice blade shape. Super cool looking knife. This is the TS195 and M390. It is an integral, so it's all milled out of a single piece of titanium. Let's check out the action on it. Oh yeah. Any kind of blade play? Nope. Nothing side to side or up and down. The lockup on it looks about 40 to 50%, which is fine, especially with action like that. Wow, it makes a great sound too. If you can hear that, but I mean, I know you can hear that, but I don't know if it sounds as good as it does with me. Check out the front flipper. Front flipper works great. Flipper tab works great. Let's see if I can get it to fail. Don't think I can. Nope. Detent feels perfect on it. As soon as it breaks loose, it opens. Super cool looking knife. Let's do a few. It makes a great sound when opening it. Oh, that was my fault, not the knife's fault. Yeah, I love the looks of this thing. Super aggressive looking. Let's get some measurements on it really quick. Let's see what the weight of it is first. Weight of it looks like it is 4.52 ounces. Not bad for a full slab of titanium. Let's get some measurements. Let's see. Overall length, we're looking at a little over 7.5. Blade length, we're looking at 3.25 maybe, with the cutting edge of right at 3. Maybe 2.9 cutting edge, 2.95. 3.25 inch overall. Let's bust the calipers out here and see what kind of widths we got on it. So the blade width at the widest point. I just love the way integrals look, not having scales on both sides. 0.137. Please excuse my phone noise in the background. I should have turned that off before starting the video, but it's off now. Alright, up here by the jimping, 0.136. And then sit grind on the blade. Fingerprints on it, of course. See how narrow it gets down here behind the edge, because it looks pretty narrow. Well, that's right on the edge. Gotta be. It's too thin. 0.021. I can't tell. Believe it's a flat grind, even though it looks like a hollow grind. See if I can lay something on it and tell. Yeah, believe it is flat, but still super slicey. Let's do a few size comparisons. Here's the Spyderco PM2 and Spyderco PM3. Is that a scratch on my blade? No. It's a smudge. I was like, oh Lord, got a scratch. I don't like scratches. All right, let me wipe it off so it looks a little better. So yeah, it is right between those two. Here is the Walmart bug out copy. Pretty much the exact same length as that knife. Overall, here is a Spyderco smock. These are just the ones I happen to have on the table here. PM2 and PM3, a lot of people have and can judge knives based off of those. There's a Shaman. I don't really have anything else super handy. I do have a weird knife here. The Kaiser Cyber Blade. Kaiser Cyber Truck. So yeah, it's a good medium-sized knife. Not too big, not too small. Let's see if it's sharp. I've got a paper I used in my last unboxing video. Oh yeah. Some of these edges in this paper are going to be a pain, like where it was all bent there. That wasn't the knife's fault, that was the paper's fault. Same again, it ran into like a place where the paper was bent. Yeah, feels plenty sharp. Probably could use a good stropping like every knife can when you get a factory edge on it. Love the looks of it. Super aggressive. TwoSun makes some great knives, especially for the money. They're available. The best place to buy them is on White Mountain Knives or eBay, in my opinion. A lot of times eBay auctions you can get them cheaper than on White Mountain Knives, but if you use my 10% code Alchemy10 on White Mountain Knives, you can save 10%. This version of the knife is currently out of stock on White Mountain Knives, but originally it was $215. So if you use my 10% code, you could save $21.50. So you could get it around $194, but I believe you can find it cheaper than that on the Amazon auction. I believe they do have a version of it available. They have a couple of versions actually. They have the color frag pattern one available, and they have the plain wave pattern one with just the diagonal milling. But if you add it to cart and then proceed to checkout, looks like you get a free mystery knife by Artisan Cutlery, and if you add my coupon code Alchemy10, you will save $21.50, and it will bring it down to $193 from $214, and you get a free Artisan Cutlery knife. So you can't beat that deal. The designer of this knife is named Mazwan Mokhtar, and he does a lot of designing for TwoSun. I was scrolling down through his Instagram, checking him out, and a bunch of super cool knives. I've got a few of these actually. This was a very interesting kitchen knife that I saw he had made. Looks like it is available on eBay at the moment, which I didn't not know because the post I saw earlier showed that he was still wondering if they were actually going to produce it. So let's see if it's still available. No, looks like it's sold out. It was probably a while ago. But he had another cool picture of it standing up in the kitchen, it looked like. I scrolled down here. I have this button lock version. Wasn't sure I didn't know he made that one. Let's see. Yeah, here's the picture I saw. Super cool looking kitchen knife though. Like his style. There's the TS195. So yeah, if you're interested, if you like his style, go check him out on Instagram. Mazwan Mokhtar. Super cool deal there. Super cool knife. Whoops. Dropped my mouse. Apologize. Yeah, I appreciate you coming and checking out this video and this knife. If you would hit a thumbs up and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I host a daily live video every morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time called Blade Talk, where a bunch of cool guys get together and discuss knives and everything knife related and EDC related. We talk about what's coming out this day, this week, this month, what knives we're looking forward to. The guys show me a bunch of knives I've never heard of, and I try to show them a few things I've got. We're always learning something in there every morning. We go check out videos from time to time. We keep up with the knife drama and what's going on in the knife world. And it's just all around just knife talk. That's why it's called Blade Talk. So yeah, come join us 8 a.m. Central Standard Time every morning. I've managed to do it 85 days in a row now, and I don't foresee me stopping anytime soon. If you're in another country, you want to join us, that would be -6 GMT at 8 a.m. So I believe that's 2 p.m. in the UK. Adjust accordingly. If you know what time it is in the UK, you can kind of go from there if you're in another country. We'd love to see you in there and hear what you've got to say and show us some knives from your region. And yep, I appreciate you once again, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.